What's going on, everybody? In this quick video I wanted to talk about how much money you can actually save with the solar power purchase agreement, PPA, whatever you might call it. Some people call it a lease or a rental, but I wanted to kind of dispel a lot of myths around it and just dive into how much you can actually save, because if it's savings that you're looking for when it comes to solar, this actually provides the quickest return on your money and the quickest savings if that's your route. Okay, so one of the easiest way to just find out what you're paying right now, because what you want to do is find out exactly what you're paying for your electricity now and then compare it to what you'd be saving if you were to go the solar PPA route. So I made this little calculator here, made it big and nice for everyone to see, but what you want to do, if you have PSE&G, if you have JCPL or Atlantic City Electric as well, the math is the same. I'm just using an example from a PSE&G bill that was sent to us to get a proposal put together. As you can see, this customer, they used 493 kilowatt hours, so I just put that in my little calculator, and then you just want to divide that by how much you actually paid for electricity. Divide what you actually paid by the number of kilowatt hours, and that's going to give you a decimal. So this specific customer paid, and it's really important to just use the actual cost you paid for electricity, not the gas and electricity together, right? Because solar is only going to work with the electricity. But their electric charges were $130.84, and they use 493 kilowatt hours. So you divide that dollar amount by your kilowatt hours, and you're going to get a rate. Now with PSE&G, their rates are anywhere from 26, 27. Now this is a lower bill because it's in March. April is also pretty lower rates. But come June, the rates spike. Typically, that's when they get the approval. The approval goes through for their rate hikes, and they usually increase their rates in June. But also, more people are using more electricity in the months of June, July, August. So the more electricity you use, the more you're going to typically be paying. So these rates, 26, 27 cents, usually goes up to like 28, 29, even 30 cents for your cost per kilowatt hour with your electric bills. Atlantic City Electric, even they have some of the highest rates ever. But yeah, so that's going to give you a rate 0.27. Now when it comes to the solar PPA or power purchase agreement, also known as like a lease or rental, is you're going to have a rate that they're going to give you, right? So the difference between the rate you're getting with your electricity company and the rate you're getting your solar for, that's basically your savings. Now this is a small bill, so the savings might not look as dramatic, but let's just say your average electric bill was $200, $250, which is what I get a lot of in the state of New Jersey, right? These savings are going to look much more dramatic. But let's just use a small bill just to be conservative, right? So let's just say we're able to get this person their electricity at 16 cents a kilowatt hour and then lock it in for the next 25 years. Their cost of the complete total cost of electricity is going to be $1,120 for the year, versus someone who sticks with the utility company of $1,000, who's going to be, and then they're going to be paying $1,857 for that year. So let's just say that's year one. Your savings is roughly $700. All right. But the thing is, and why a lot of people go solar, is the rate increases, right? So if you go solar, if you don't have any home improvements or anything, you're just going solar directly, you can typically get a flat rate of 16 cents, so it doesn't go up for the next 25 years, which is great. If you have a perfect roof, perfect electricity, electric panel, nothing needs to be upgraded, you can typically get a flat rate, 16 cents, maybe a little bit higher for the next 25 years. Now with solar, with the utility company, typically they go up anywhere from 4% to 12% a year on average. Now most utility companies, they submit a request to the Board of Public Utilities for 13%, something high, and then they get approved for like half of that, 7, 8, right? So that's the uncertainty that we're trying to get rid of while going solar. So you get upfront savings with the solar power purchase agreement, and then you get a locked-in rate for the next 25 years, so you don't have unpredictable rate increases, which is awesome. So just to wrap things up, I wanted to say that this is generally like 90% This is like basically all the information you'll need to make a decision on how much money you need to save, or how much money you'll be able to save if you go with a solar power purchase agreement or a lease. Loans are different stories. Trump just took away the 30% federal tax credit, so that plays a factor into like the savings or your return on investment if you were to take out a loan or finance your system. But this specifically focuses on the savings for leases and power purchase agreements. Alright guys, so if you like this video, you want to stay more up to date on what's going on with solar in New Jersey, hit the like, subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care.